For 60 years, we have searched the sky for life that resembles our own: water, carbon, a mild and forgiving warmth. Imagine for a moment that the search was simply too narrow. The raw material is everywhere. Ammonia, silicon, sulfur, and iron ride these clouds by the ton, alongside the carbon we happen to be built from. Nature is not short of options. Nothing you are about to see has been found. The chemistries are possible, the creatures are invented. Begin with a cold world we will call Vaskar, 4 billion years old. Vaskar's air is heavy nitrogen and hydrogen, the pressure crushing, the temperature 80 below. Under that pressure, ammonia stays liquid, and Vaskar is drowned in oceans of it. Here water is the bedrock. Cliffs of hard water ice stand like granite in the gloom, while an ammonia sea works patiently at their feet, slow and oily and glass clear. Imagine the simplest life first as it was here. Films no thicker than paint, spread across the shallows, living on hydrogen and whatever the sea has dissolved out of the rock. Under magnification, the film is a quilt of hexagonal cells, packed edge to edge and rippling gently, each one a small bag of ammonia chemistry holding itself together. Cold chemistry is patient chemistry. A film like this might need a human lifetime just to double itself. Vaskar has had 4 billion years to spare. Picture whale swimmers the size of sails, sculling slowly through the ammonia dark, grazing the mats that drift loose from the shallows. Their tissue would be salted with antifreeze, their nerves slow and chemical. A single thought might take an hour to cross the body and still arrive in plenty of time. In a world this slow, a hunt is a season-long affair. 100 veils fold inward together, closing on a drifting bloom of mats over the course of several days. Now the opposite extreme. Imagine Kalaris, a world pinned close to its star, its crust glowing dull red, its thin air heavy with sulfur and metal vapor. At 900 degrees, carbon chemistry falls apart. Silicon does not. Bonded to oxygen, it builds chains that hold their shape in heat that would burn a body to ash. So begin again at the beginning. Thin silicone skins, glazing the vent rock where the hot gas seeps out, thickening wherever the heat and the mineral feed run richest. They grow the way frost grows, edge by edge, except these edges choose. Where the mineral feed is rich, the sheet thickens. Where it thins, the sheet turns aside. Over 1 billion years, those sheets could fuse into something enormous. Imagine a single lattice filling an entire valley, one organism, mineral and patient and half alive with heat. Squeeze a crystal and it makes a voltage. Squeeze this one and the pulse travels for miles, a nervous system assembled out of pressure and stone. A mind like that would think in geology, one idea a year and no hurry at all. When the ground splits and a lava tongue takes a limb, the lattice does not blade. It anneals, regrowing itself out of the very heat that maimed it. Stranger still, life with nothing solid beneath it. Out in a star nursery we will call the Serpent's Cradle, grains of dust soak up electric charge and drift through a thin soup of ions. Computer models suggest charged dust can arrange itself into helices, slow corkscrews of grains, kept in shape by the electric fields the grains generate around themselves. Each helix carries a kind of code in its twists, tight here, loose there, a spiral memory of how it was made. Change the twist and you change the thing. Imagine one helix passing its pattern to a neighbor, twist for twist, copying, drifting, and occasionally copying it wrong. That is all inheritance has ever needed to begin. Then the nursery fills with them, shoals of glittering threads, feeding on starlight and charge, crowding toward the densest dust the way reef life crowds toward the light. And they would live fast, whole generations in a second, a civilization's worth of change blooming and dying, while a single Kalaris thought was still forming. None of this has been found, not one film, not one lattice, not one thread. Only the chemistry is real, and the chemistry says these things are not forbidden. So the hard question was never whether anyone else is out there. It is whether, standing in front of something genuinely alive, we would have the sense to recognize it.